Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to some and peace out to the rest of you. Black heart, black mind, black end. Again, hit the share button because the message is more important than the messenger. I want to say this real quick. To be honest with you, the Khari Covington case made me realize something. Now, when I left the United States in 2014, first few weeks of 2014, it was like, in other words, I've been here pretty much exactly, right now, I've been here exactly 7 years, a month, and a week. 7 years, a month, and a week. All right. So anyway, I left, and the U.S. was different than what it is now. Just Black America was vastly different than from what it is now. Black America now seems to know a hell of a lot more about certain things than what it was 7 years ago. The red pill had no influence on Black American politics. Now it does. Kevin Samuel's message was not anywhere in the fabric of Black America. Now it is. Now notice I didn't say he. I said his message. And that's why I have to say it, his message, because again, this ain't about the person per se. It's not really about the messenger as long as the messenger is at least honest. It's about the message, really. The messenger's identity, mine, his, and anyone else's, is important in as much as it can affect the sincerity of the message. And I give it that. But we already know that that's not why the identity of any male messenger that's Black is attacked by the sisterhood and the gynocracy and the matriarchy. Anyway, let me put it to you like this. The Khari Covington case was a shock to me because, see, I was still thinking partially from expectations of the United States. Maybe not from 2014, but at least from like 2017, But I've only visited the States for about a month at a time every year. Or less. 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. I didn't get to visit in 2020. I don't think I'll be able to visit in 2021. And I thank Allah for social media that allows me to keep in touch with the kids as if I'm just in another state. Or let's say maybe as if I'm just across the border in Canada or Mexico or something. At the very least. But I thank Allah for that. But it hurts not being able to hug them like it would hurt anybody else. My expectations of what's going to come have been based on what I know is happening, but also based on what I experienced when I lived there. And that was a while ago, and I have to remember that and be cognizant of that. I thought, even though this is not the first time that lighter skinned Black women may have been targeted, apparently it happened in the 1900s in the counties and parishes along the Louisiana-Texas boundary of the Sabine River, and then also in Atlanta within the same decade, I think, early 1900s again. And in the case of Atlanta, one woman got away and said that her assailant was actually from our own people. This means that this may have happened before. The targeting may have happened before. But Khari Covington's case is the first one of which I'm aware of violence being directed at women by men based on this phenotype. Now, DJ Envy's wife did speak of a time when she was targeted, and she was talking about women. When it came down to the intergender aspect of it, I actually thought that paler skinned men would be targeted by women first for violence. I actually thought that would have been the case. Not because I'm stupid, but then again, maybe I am. However, I was surprised at this case for two reasons. One, you had the intergender targeting. It was going against lighter skinned women, and we already know that that's not the way that it usually goes. And then also because this man got picked up and told the detectives what he was doing and why. He said to the detectives that he was targeting them based on their phenotype. Women of color, but lighter skinned. That's what I want y'all to understand. I was wrong for being surprised about that. Whether he's the same one in the comments or not, I was wrong for being surprised. Many of you probably could have seen this coming and you were just surprised about when it happened and how soon, but not that it happened. The pattern may not have been a shock to many of you. So all I'm saying is that in this case, this has made me realize that now after 7 years away, 7 years is not like 4 years and 3 years being away. It's 7. And now at this point, I can only be able to determine what patterns are coming down the pike if you guys are able to tell me what's going on right now and what region of the country you observe this. Give me feedback. Feel free to. Then I will understand. I can have a clear picture again. But without ground level feedback from you guys, I won't know. And to a certain extent, I'm glad to not know. To a certain extent. I mean, I'm glad I don't have to experience it like you guys do. In any case, I want to thank you all for listening, and thank you all for the feedback I have gotten. Shout out to the guys in the Telegram group. Last night I sent you all something about ad hominem counterattacks that we may need, and I wanted to tell you all I'm aware that was not on topic. I am aware that you all had a different discussion going. I sent it because of the difference in time, and so when I could type it and I was uninterrupted, I went ahead and sent it because I knew if I waited till now, I'd probably be interrupted. As it is, in about 20 minutes, I got to start class and I got to teach these lessons. I got to give these better ones a lesson and a sermon on accountability, because my worst students are sitting up here crying in my Telegram now about why they got these low marks they got for the speaking test and the writing test, when a lot of them copied anyway. And I caught them and they didn't use the English I taught them. So thanks for listening. Black Heart, Black Mind, Blackout, Assalamu Alaikum. Black heterosexual, non-select male power just because they don't like it. And Black patriarchy until extinction or judgment day.